Hey folks, today we are watching another video. I came across this one on YouTube and it's by Lily Kane. And the video is called I Eat the Same 6 Things Every Single Day, Carnivore Diet. What do I eat? Let's go shopping. So let's see what she gets at the grocery store. Let's see what she's eating. Now she is doing a carnivore diet. I've tried carnivore for a month. I added cheese, what else? But no vegetables for a month. Did I like it? It wasn't awful, but I just love vegetables. I like the flavor. I like to season them, roast them, saute them, raw, whatever. Salads, those are my jam. So I like the volume that vegetables give me while being lower calorie. And I think in general, vegetables help people feel full. They're full of nutrients. I mean, they're not bad for you, but some people prefer a more carnivore style approach to the ketogenic diet. Now her video doesn't even say keto, but if she's going carnivore, I'm guessing she's pretty keto. So let's give them my 2 cents. So the title of this video says that she eats the same 6 things every single day. I don't know if that's like forever. Don't know. If you've seen my videos and my shopping videos, I eat the same thing for about a week. Sometimes I go more, 2-3 weeks, but I, take it on a weekly basis. But I do believe that you can cut down on a grocery bill and you can cut down on calories and just food temptation if you eat the same thing. For example, the same lunch all week and then something that's the same for dinner all week. I don't know. That's just how I do, and I find that it helps. So try that if you're struggling with temptation when you're at the grocery store. Just focus on same lunch all week, same dinner all week, and it'll help with the grocery bill a little bit too, because you don't have to buy all these ingredients for all the food that you want to make. And I think it cuts down on waste. Don't want to throw away that money in the form of rotten food. I did watch about 4 minutes of this video just to see where it was going, but I haven't seen all of it, so let's go ahead and get started.
Boom! That will last 6 days.
All right, so lots of eggs. It looks like she's got 12 packs of eggs. Yeah, I mean, eggs are great. People love them on keto. They have protein, they're higher fat, they're gonna keep you feeling full. I think they're a great lunch option if you just wanna take some hard-boiled eggs or for breakfast, scramble them up. The thing about eggs is they're not as high protein as a meat when it comes to calories and everything. So I would say if you're not a big fan of eggs, don't worry about eating them.
Shopping is so easy when you only buy 6 foods.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot easier. Like I said, you save money. Yeah, I agree.
The people at the store just looked at me like I was crazy. Now off to my favorite store, Costco! Beef, boom.
Okay, now I'm trying to see the percentage of beef that she's got going on here. I just want to know. I just want to know what percentage it is. Let me see if my sleuthing skills will work. Nope. Oh, messed that one up. I can't tell. Maybe I'll see it somewhere else.
Chicken, boom, shoot.
So it looks like she picked up some chicken breasts. At first, I thought that they were cold cut chicken because they're just packaged differently, but they're raw chicken breasts.
Butter.
Okay, so when I first started keto, I heard so much that you should be eating Kerrygold butter. Well, guess what, y'all? I eat the cheapest butter I can find, as long as it's salted and it's not margarine or anything. I just natural cream, salted butter, and I put it in everything. Not everything, but I don't mind using it. I'm not sure why Kerrygold is like the standard for keto diet butter, but it just is. Maybe it's like super pure. It does say pure Irish. Don't know. But I just use the regular old cheap Food Lion brand salted butter.
You know it.
Some bacon.
You can never have too many sardines. Welcome to the world's most simple fridge. We've got our eggs, beef, chicken, bacon, water, Kerrygold butter, beef tallow, apple cider vinegar, and some lemon juice.
Okay, so our fridges are kind of similar. I incorporate more vegetables in mine. But yeah, when you're on a diet that you're trying to eat healthy on, your fridge looks so clean and it doesn't get cluttered. And when you go to the store once a week, you don't have a whole lot of food waste just sitting in the back of your fridge. Growing up, we'd go get 2 full shopping carts for 5 people in a family because we went to the grocery store once a month. And so by the end of the month, we had some stuff in the back of the fridge you didn't really want to look at. So I think, you know, on keto, we're able to have a cleaner fridge. And sometimes I think people judge me by how my fridge looks. Luckily, the man takes up a couple shelves, but really, I only need 2 shelves in the fridge and maybe a drawer for some vegetables. But yeah, you save a lot of space in the fridge when you eat healthy.
That's it. And then in our cabinet, of course, we have our stack of sardines, and then just a few little Flavor Flavs and our ghee.
I am a flavor queen. I have so many spices and I love them all and I use them all at some point. Even the man had to get me a spice rack, and I love that spice rack because it's round, but it fits perfectly into the cupboard. I don't know, it's just the best spice rack ever.
And I guess this is a good time for me to tell you guys that I do intermittent fasting.
Intermittent fasting, I do that a lot. Sometimes I have a little lunch. Like right now I'm on spring break, so I just had some sauteed butter seasoned mushrooms as like a lunch. But then I do prefer to save my calories for dinner because I want to have a big dinner that I look forward to, one where I know I'll fill up on and I'll get that full feeling. So really my lunch or any snacks are really just there to hold me over until it's actually time to eat a meal. And I find that that cuts down on calories throughout the day, right? So I don't eat breakfast ever. So if I do have lunch, it's very small. It's usually cheese, or right now I had some leftover mushrooms. But
there are so many ways to intermittent fast, but how I do it is I do 2 big meals a day, and I do it within a 6-hour eating window.
Okay, so all through growing up, you know, all through my childhood, I never ate breakfast because I felt a little nauseous in the mornings and like I don't know, I just brushed my teeth and went to school kind of thing. So I never thought that just skipping breakfast was intermittent fasting. And then I saw this funny post on Facebook like years ago when I first started keto. And it said something along the lines of, you know, kids today call it intermittent fasting. We just called it skipping breakfast. So for me, intermittent fasting is like skipping breakfast and lunch, but I guess there are different approaches.
My eating window is 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. and I can eat as much as I want between that 11 and 5 p.m. time window. But I typically don't do too much snacking just because
I love the pictures of the food that she eats on her wall. Girl, you are serious about this. I should get a picture of some barbecue pulled pork on my wall in my kitchen. So my eating window when I'm actually intermittent fasting and I don't have like a little tiny lunch, my window is probably from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock, so 3 hours, in case you were wondering.
Because my meals are so big and satiating, so I typically just stick to eating those 2 times, but I'm getting hungry talking about it, so let's start making meal number 1. Let's be real, Bryce is doing all of the cooking.
They're cooking with ghee. I've never cooked with ghee. What I think that is beef fat. Chicken fat. I just use butter or olive oil. But I know that a lot of people on the ketogenic diet cook with it, so I have nothing wrong with it. I've just never used it.
Between Bryce and I, we eat a whole carton of eggs a day. Egg plate, egg picture, egg spatula, so many eggs.
She does like her eggs, I can tell. Again, not a fan. If you like eggs, great. Each egg, I think, is like 75 calories. So she's eating half a carton. That's 6 eggs.
Alrighty, for meal number 1, I have about 220 grams of ground beef.
So for those of you who do not count your grams, 220 is about 224, and 224 is half a pound. So basically half a package of beef right there. I still want to know what the percentage is. I'm curious. I like the 93%. You know, once you get up to like 97%, it just tastes less flavorful. So 93 is like my cutoff. I'm happy with it. Half a pound, 224 grams is not a whole lot calorie wise. When you get down to like the 73% beef or whatever it is, you are going to up those calories a lot. So many calories come in the form of just fat. So if you're looking to lose weight, make sure you stick to a leaner beef, leaner meats. You don't want to eat the fat. You want to consume it from your body. So that means you need to be eating at a calorie deficit. I know, I say it all the time.
And 2 eggs, and I'm about to do like a tablespoon of butter. I just try to eat my body weight in protein a day. So I eat about 110 to 115 grams of protein. And then I just try to keep my protein to fat 1-to-1 ratio. So 115 grams
of that fat.
So I do not eat my body weight in protein. The minimum I try and get a day is 80. My body weight right now is sitting at 160, but I always go up. Sometimes I'll hit 120, 130. It just depends on what the meal plan is for that week. I do not measure fat. I don't even care about fat. As long as I'm looking at my calories, my fat's in control, because again, your calories are based on your fat. So your calorie deficit is actually your fat limit. If you're looking to lose weight or even maintain weight, your calorie limit is your fat limit. So I don't even look at fat. I just focus on calories overall. Carbs, I try and keep those at 20 net grams of carbs or less per day. And then my protein goal between like 80 and whatever above, I guess. Now she looks very slender. Like she said, her body weight's about 115 or so. Very tiny. I'm very jealous. All right. She must be short. It sucks being tall. So I do not believe that she is doing this diet for weight loss. So it may seem like, yeah, she's eating a lot of fatty food, depending on what type of beef that is. She probably cooked her eggs in butter. Now she's adding more butter to her food. So again, if you're looking for weight loss, you don't want to add that fat on. You want to eat it from your body. All right, I'm done talking about it.
Sometimes people ask me if I get tired of eating the same foods all day. No, not really. I love it.
Yeah, so if you're actually hungry when it comes time to, eat, if you've been intermittent fasting from dinner to lunch or from dinner to dinner, you're going to be hungry. And so that means that you're probably going to enjoy whatever you eat. So when people say, I couldn't eat the same thing all week, I just get so bored with it. I'm thinking, and I'm not trying to be snarky about it, but I always think, well, are you actually hungry then when you eat? The non-keto test for hunger is if you're not hungry enough to eat an apple, then you're probably not hungry. So if you're not hungry enough to eat some cooked up beef with some eggs, if I'm hungry by the end of the day after work, I get home, I'm tired, I'm gonna eat pretty much whatever's in front of me, as long as it's keto friendly. So I think when you're on a diet where you actually do feel what real hunger is, then it is easier to maintain a simple diet. You don't have to go crazy with all the flavorings or, making all these keto substitutes.
The 6 foods I eat are beef, bacon, butter, sardines, eggs, and liver. For those of you who have been watching my channel, you know that we just moved to Missouri, so we actually haven't found a good spot yet with some good liver. So we've replaced the liver with some chicken temporarily. I don't eat vegetables, fruits, dairy, beans, nuts, grains, sugar, tea, or even coffee.
Girl, I eat nuts and cheese and heavy whipping cream, and I drink coffee and vegetables. I don't eat fruit. So I don't know. It's just to each their own. Whatever is sustainable for you. If you really enjoy your meats, I enjoy meat. Don't get me wrong, but I like the variety. I like I can snack a little bit around the meal. I like vegetables. I don't think that there's anything wrong with vegetables. I think that they'll keep your digestion a little bit more regular if you're having issues with that. But again, everybody's got their own approach to their diets.
Instead of me explaining all the reasons why I don't eat those foods, I'll just say that with the 6 foods I eat, they have all of the vitamins and nutrients my body needs, so I don't have to take any multivitamin or any additional supplements.
So, okay, I'm not really sure about all the vitamins that are in meats. I've always heard, especially from like Keto Connect, they say like red meat has so many vitamins in it and everything. So I just kind of parrot what I hear from other people. But again, you're going to get so many, just fiber from vegetables that'll help keep your digestion going. You're going to get all the micronutrients from them. And I do take a 1 a day just because I've had issues with hair and nail, loss as I was losing weight. And so I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. So even though, you've calculated all of your nutrients and your micronutrients and everything from all the stuff that you're eating, I say, why not be sure and just take a multivitamin? I don't know. That's just how I do.
Fart.
Because farting would just mean that I have a digestion issue with something that I ate, and with these 6 foods, I don't ever have that problem. There's a whole list of reasons why I eat these 6 foods, but basically it all started because Bryce has been on a mission to live the longest, healthiest, best quality life and has done decades worth of research on health and nutrition. All I can say is ever since I met Bryce, I have never been sick. In the past, I would get a little stuffy nose or a sore throat a few times a year.
Okay, now I'm just gonna throw this out there. Ever since coronavirus and people have been wearing masks, I haven't had a cold all year. Haven't felt sick at all. I wonder how long she's known Bryce. Has it been since everybody's been wearing masks? I don't know, but it is true. Okay, just to bring it back to reality. When I started keto, I did not get as sick. I didn't have heartburn. I had some bad bouts of heartburn before keto. One time, the first time it happened, I thought I was dying of a heart attack. I don't have heartburn. I don't get sick as often. The only sickness I really get anymore is like a sore throat. You know, that's if you get it. If you work in a school with a bunch of kiddos, you're gonna get something. So, but yeah, eating healthy does help your immune system. I believe that 100%.
I wonder why.
And I don't know how I feel about that. You know, if you're still getting these nutrients, even though you're eating carbs and, you know, things that aren't just carnivore, I don't know how I feel. I'm not going to say foods make you more immune. I just think being healthy overall helps you be more immune, helps your body fight things. But you can be healthy and eat those foods. I don't know. It's just, I don't demonize food. There's definitely healthy people that incorporate, you know, non-carnivore foods. I don't know. What do you guys think?
And ever since I met him, I have just never been sick. And there are just so many foods I can just never look at the same again. Bryce has done like every diet. He has been a fruitarian where he would just sit down for a meal, have half a watermelon and 5 bananas, or he'd have like 6 oranges, 3 mangoes, 2 pears. Bryce has been a fruitarian, a vegetarian, a pescatarian. He's been vegan. He's done the keto diet. He's done the OMAD diet where he only eats 1 meal a day. But
yeah, I've tried all the diets too. I tried just eating less. Even when, you know, I was a kid, I tried to stop eating. That's not sustainable. That's not healthy. I would just bring Doritos as lunch to school, like a little baggie of Doritos, trying to eat less. Yeah, I tried the fruitarian diet. I tried veganism. I tried vegetarianism. When I was in middle school, maybe 6th grade or so, I saw this new special on the South Beach diet. So I made my mom go buy this book on South Beach diet. I've tried paleo. After I read that book, Wheat Belly. I've tried them all. Keto is the only one that is sustainable for me, where I get to like the food, and that makes it just enjoyable, so I can keep doing it and maintain. And back in the day, lose weight.
this is a fact. There is no one best universal human diet.
Oh, true. True.
We are at meal number 2 with 7 ounces of chicken, which is like 49 to 60 grams of protein, and then 2 slices of bacon, which is another 6 grams of protein, and only like 6 grams of fat. So I'm about to crush a ton of butter.
So chicken breast on its own, you know, I have a couple different entries in my food log app. But basically, sometimes when I put in, I have 300 grams of chicken, it'll tell me that it's only 290 calories based on whichever one I enter. So yes, chicken is very low calorie, chicken breast, very low calories. So if she's eating, you know, 6 ounces, I think she said, an ounce is about 28 grams, we'll call it 30. 6 times 3, 180. So she's eating like 180 calories in chicken. I know it looks like a lot, but if that's actually what she's eating, it's not a whole lot. So she does have that room to add 3 tablespoons of butter. Each tablespoon is 100 calories. So the chicken with 3 tablespoons of butter is like 480 calories-ish. 2 slices of bacon, I don't know. Add another 75 calories or so, something like that.
Some of you might not know how much butter is really being consumed without saying it. So with one of these bricks, I ate about a quarter today. Bryce ate like double how much I ate.
But again, she's skinny, she doesn't have weight to lose, so if she's eating, no, she looks small. She would need 2,000 calories to maintain, unless she's working out a lot. See, just these things you can't tell from a single video. Depending on your lifestyle and everything, you can eat more, you'll have to eat less, your size, how tall you are. how much weight you have to lose. It's just, it all depends. So you really need to calculate your macros and calories based on your body and your needs and your goals. So you can always check out my favorite keto calculator down below. And I have a whole video where I talk about how to find the calories and macronutrients that you need.
Definitely within 2 days, we eat a whole brick of butter. Yeah, I started eating this way because of Bryce, but he actually gets tired of eating the same foods more than I do. I just love how simple it is. I love how cooking's easy, shopping's easy, and I know that everything I eat is exactly what I need. And on my 6 foods diet, it's more like a lifestyle, but I can eat as much of these 6 foods as I want, and I will never get fat.
Ooh, ooh, yeah, okay, I don't believe that. I mean, if you really wanted to eat 2 pounds of butter a day with all the other things that you eat. Yeah, homegirl. I like your style. I like your enthusiasm. But that's not true. If you truly wanted to eat a whole heck of a lot, you could probably gain a whole heck of a lot too. I believe in calories in, calories out. It's math, it's science. So that's where I disagree. Let me know what y'all think. Can you eat everything you want and still not gain weight? Maybe she's saying that she doesn't want to eat more. Maybe she's saying that she's just eating to satisfaction, but you can't tell people you can eat whatever you want and you'll lose weight or not gain weight, because people are going to take that to heart and they're going to say, she said I can eat whatever I want. I'm going to go and eat whatever I want. And it's going to be bad news for lots of people, because lots of people don't have self-control. You know, overweight people, like I used to be, have issues with food control and food addiction. They're going to overeat on those foods that make them feel good, that taste good. So if you've never, and I'm not trying to say you don't know because you're not fat, but if you've never struggled with weight, it doesn't look like she ever has, I just think you have to be more careful in the advice that you give people, and you have to be much more straightforward. But she goes in to talk about the benefits to this, and so if you want to watch those, you can check it out. I try and, consume information, digest it in the brain, and then, I try and tell you guys what I think is true or not based on experience. So I basically base these videos on my own experience. And I tell you how I started keto. I went to Reddit. Yeah, I saw a couple YouTube videos, but mainly my resource was the subreddit for keto on reddit.com. So I never really got into, a whole lot of other keto channels. And I think that helped me because I didn't see, what everybody was doing. I just focused on the simplicity side of keto. So I think that helped me, and it taught me, what real hunger is and what real food tastes like. If you're making all these keto substitutes, you're not changing your taste, you're not getting over things. Back in the day in 2015 when I started keto, that subreddit, they helped me so much. They would give it to me straight. I haven't been back there in a long time, really. So I'm not sure, what the mind frame of the subreddit is now. But they would tell you, what, if you're eating too much food, that's why you're not losing weight. Just tell us what you're eating. If you go off keto because you let temptation get you, well, you need to do better next time and realize that you let that temptation get a hold of you, kind of thing, And that's what I try and reiterate. That's why I try and tell people you can't eat all you want, no matter who tells you that you can, if you're trying to lose weight or maintain weight loss. So those are just my thoughts and my ideas. I thought that this was a very interesting video. I love all the foods besides liver, really, that she eats here. I say, yes, eat them. Make sure that they fit into your calories and macros and things that you're watching out for. And when you find videos to watch on YouTube, just be sure that they make sense, right? And you don't have to agree with everything somebody says, but you can definitely find the good in the videos and inspiration, like her chicken and butter idea. I might try and just scoop some butter with some chicken. Yeah, why not? Well, folks, that's about it for today. I hope that you enjoyed the video. And if you want to check out Lily Kane's video, I will link it in the description down below. If you enjoyed the video, please do not forget to like and subscribe. That would help me out so much. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. My name's Allie. Have a good one. Bye.